an alleged straw donation scam. President Trump has ordered the DOJ to investigate ActBlue, which is Democrats' gigantic fundraising platform. Now, after widespread accusations of foreign funding flowing into U.S. elections and other suspicious contributions, now we're seeing a triple whammy, as the House Oversight, Judiciary, and Administration Committees are summoning contractors for ActBlue to testify before Congress on this matter.
No one is above the law, right? Wrong. Leftists are infuriated over this. Mother Jones is blaming, guess who? Elon Musk, writing, quote, Trump's attack on ActBlue's dark money was backed by dark money, claiming a Musk-funded super PAC bankrolled the fraud data.
All right, let's sort this out. House Administration Committee Chairman Congressman Bryan Steil has been investigating ActBlue's donation operation for years at this point. He joins us now from Capitol Hill. Congressman, it's good to see you. The left is saying this is overreach, this is terrible, this is, I'm sure, an attack on our democracy. They say this about everything. What's the truth? What are you finding?
We began this investigation over 18 months ago, the Committee on House Administration, and what we initially discovered was a lack of even basic security protocols in place at ActBlue. So, for example, if you want to buy almost anything online, you need to enter that 3 or 4-digit code on the back of your credit card, a CVV number. When we began this investigation, ActBlue wasn't even requiring that level of security to make a donation online. All of this is troubling because there's anecdotal evidence that individuals are making donations in the names of other individuals, which of course is illegal, but incredibly difficult to catch. It's why we're continuing this investigation to make sure that our campaign finance system has the transparency and clarity that the American people deserve, and that the money in the campaign finance system is from the people who it is allegedly from or listed online.
Congressman, what are next steps beyond calling people in front of congressional committees? Because, again, obviously, as we've pointed out, that a memo from the president has directed the attorney general to begin investigating these alleged illegal campaign donations. But where do you go on this outside of the hearings?
We need to use all the tools in the toolkit, so we have a multi-pronged approach. So it's the United States Department of Justice, which the push, correctly so, by President Trump to look for the alleged illegal activity and hold people accountable. The congressional investigation has work to do to uncover what's exactly occurring, and then to put legislation in place to prevent it from ever occurring in the future. Last Congress, we brought forward my bill, the SHIELD Act, which would require the CVV number, automatically ban prepaid cards, in particular those cards from high-risk countries. And so we need to attack this from a legislative standpoint, continue our investigative work, and then work with our partners, and then now Trump, United States Department of Justice, to actually hold bad actors accountable, because as you said when we opened this, no one is above the law.
You know, Congressman, there was this big New York Times expose last month that revealed a whole group of top executives and figures at ActBlue all left at the same time. They all just went running for the exit simultaneously. That smells a little odd, doesn't it?
It was incredibly surprising to read that article in the New York Times, but it wouldn't be surprising if there was a full-blown investigation ongoing at the United States Department of Justice. We took our work over the past 18 months and have shared it with prosecutors across the country, including Trump's United States Department of Justice. We're looking for conservative prosecutors to step up and help us hold bad actors accountable if there's evidence that shows illegal wrongdoing. Our investigation clearly shows there's a lack of security protocols in place. Changes need to be made on the legislative side, but now we have partners in the Trump Department of Justice who actually can investigate and actually prosecute wrongdoers.
Quickly, Congressman, you said conservative prosecutors. Do you suspect that, like, a career prosecutor with a liberal agenda would just sit on that information?
Well, I can tell you, and in the previous administration, there wasn't much interest from the Biden Department of Justice to assist us to look for wrongdoing. There is a real interest, as indicated by President Trump's statements, to actually hold bad actors accountable.
Congressman Bryan Steil, great to see you, sir. Thank you.